Hey everyone, it's Zooks, and this is Let's Play Satisfactory, where everything is made up and the milestones don't matter. That's right, they're useless, like a dermatologist when someone asks for a doctor in an emergency. Welcome back to the FICSIT Apprenticeship Program. Last episode, we finished our space elevator factory. As you can see, I've gussied up the place a little bit. It's not perfect. It needs some work. But it's going to be changing over the course of this Let's Play, so I'm not too stressed out about trying to get it finished. But we're not here for the Space Elevator Factory. We're here to get access to our new tiers. You can see we're backing up on these belts here. Oh, before I keep going, I'm still getting over a sickness. You might hear it in my voice. So just bear with me, because it's, you know, I've only recently started feeling better from the sickness, and I decided that with my healing voice, the best course of action would be for me to sit down in front of a microphone and talk for many, many minutes. So I'm sure it'll only get worse from here. But we're here because we have met the requirements for our Phase 2 Project Assembly framework, and we will get to unlock tiers 5 and 6. So let's seal. Oh, that sound giving me precious dopamine. Oh, give it to me. I did it. Oh, goodness. Still feels good. It still feels great. Fantastic. You gonna give me updates already? Look at this. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of work on these belts, because obviously smart plates and automated wiring aren't necessary anymore. But we're already gonna be accumulating versatile frameworks. But that's not what we're here. Quick, smash cut to the hub. Go. All right, we're back. We made it to the hub, and I am so ready. So I didn't go over what we're going to be doing this episode. I'm so pumped up for this episode, because I'm going to be with you for the whole episode. I'm not cutting away and building a giant project. I'm going to go through. I'm auto-saving. I'm going to go through our tier 5 upgrades. We are going to get all of these upgrades today. We are going to work on some temporary oil processing. It's going to be great. I'm so ready. I'm ready to get... Well, I've been sitting on my hands for a while. I've been waiting on that space elevator factory to get ready to go. And I got some preparations done, and you'll see them. But we're gonna do the first milestone for tier 5, and that is oil processing. This should be the first one you get for this for these. I guess you have to get you have to get this first. Let's select it. We have all of these parts, so let's just grab some. Oh yeah, I did go and grab a bunch of extra stuff. As you can see, I've pre-made a bunch of modular frames, heavy modular frames, because I know we're gonna need them. Let's see. I'm not gonna be using any glass in this temp factory. Yeah, let's do. So this will be similar to like our temporary steel setup when we did that. We just made steel that was. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah, we just made some temporary steel just to get it going. This will be a little bit more organized, but not too much. So let's hear the sweet, sweet sounds of Ada, who we have not gotten a chance to talk to in a long time.
Milestone reached. Oil acquisition and refining unlocked. Oil-based products can now be made. The byproducts of oil refinement can be used after further processing, as seen in the refinery. Caution. This is a reminder to minimize the chance of expiration during out-of-base activities.
All right. I have a list of some things that need to be prepared to craft, and so I'm gonna get these ready. And we're gonna explore this new content together. You and I. Here at the FICSIT Apprenticeship Program, we are leaving none behind and making sure all of you get a chance to experience the new... I don't need all this concrete. Experience all this new milestone goodness. Let's see. I'm going to get rid of a bunch of this concrete. Dump it in our dump bin. Or the toilet. Let's see. Need more motors. Refineries take a lot of motors. That's why I wanted to make sure they were going to be in our storage facility. Will I have room for all this stuff? Ooh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Wow. Alright, whatever. That's close enough. Now... let's see, I want to do a couple other things. We're going to take... We're going to take some hard drives with us. Because there's some now... I'll explain to you on the way. Alright, I think we're ready. Let's just go. Alright. Uh-oh, I have opened up a weird... I've been doing that lately. Okay. Let's see. I made a new hypertube entrance to get us quickly to where the oil is. I already knew where the oil was, and so I was able to sort of prep this hypertube, and it's going to basically take us up to our modular frame factory, and then it'll take us out to the beaches where our oil is. But yeah, we're gonna bring some hard drives because once you, we've only had access to say like tier 4 and 5 hard drive recipes, and there's really good choices for tier 5 and 6 hard drive alternate recipes that I very much want to get, and so we're gonna go and do that with while we work on our temporary oil setup, and it will be temporary. The plan is to eventually have... I already have a plan for these oil nodes out here, but at the moment, I'm not going to work on that specific project. We want to get some temporary oil so we can get all our unlocks done. We need to get some temp stuff set up so we can start getting some of these milestones checked off. So that first tunnel takes us here. It's a little bit off the side of our modular frames, as you can see, and then you'll see there's another hypertube that goes down to the beach. So we're gonna go get our tan on, and you'll notice as we come up here that we paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Bop bop bop. Yeah, we prepped this space. I knew there's oil here. I've been over here, and I just know this is oil is a hot commodity in this game, just like in real life. So we're gonna be taking advantage of this area, and I'm not gonna need this much space, but I just threw down a bunch of... like I said, I was sitting on my hands for a bit. I needed to do this live with y'all, so we're gonna do a bunch of live building today. It's not gonna be me cutting away and coming back to some full-on build. We're doing everything live. All right. So first, we're gonna. I know we're gonna use 2 of these oil nodes, and I put them there. I should have dragged all the power. I'm gonna get presents flying out the wazoo here. Yeah, let's get our power over here quickly. I'm so prepared for this episode. I am ready. I say that. I'm gonna say that, and then sure enough, I'm gonna immediately forget something and have to cut right away. So I'm not gonna say that. I'm not prepared at all. I don't know what I'm doing this episode. I'm not staring at a set of notes over here on my other monitor. Let's get our oil extractor down. So, oil extractors are basically miners for oil nodes. They are a little bit different. because they are producing a fluid. The fluid is oil. And I believe you can only use these on oil extractors. And the goal here is to try to get 300 out of this node. So for one, we can only handle 300. Perfect. And for two, we have the plans that we have made. I have a spreadsheet over here, and what is this? Free concrete. I have a plan for this, and so I'll have the spreadsheet up in the description. It'll be that sort of Let's Play spreadsheet that I have everything on. Alright, so good. We got our oil extractor. Like I said, it's just a miner. It's a miner that shoots out oil out of a pipe. It's that simple. Let's get our pipes up here. I have a whole hotbar just for pipes. And we're gonna drop this kind of in the middle because that makes sense. I wonder if I'm gonna look at this, and if it fills up to the top, then we have enough head lift in this pipe. Come on, all the way to the top, all the way to the top. I think that's close, right? Do you think that's close? I think that's right. Let's start with the refinery. This thing is humongous. It's a gigantic machine. And let's explore this machine a little bit before I talk to you about it. This, I've always said myself that and I've heard this said before, that this game, the mid game of this game doesn't start until you get access to oil. Once you get access to oil, the game ramps up in difficulty, and you'll see why with this machine. It's got two inputs. It's like our coal generator. It's got two inputs, a liquid and a conveyor input. Now, it also has two outputs, liquid and conveyor. It's the first machine that we've had that has two outputs, which is difficult to deal with because you'll see. I'll explain some of these recipes. Now you'll see I have a bunch of these are alternate recipes. You may not see these in yours. If it says alternate here, it's because I had grabbed a hard drive, and you might not see these recipes here because you did not get that alternative recipe, right? You'll normally just get these products here. Plastic, residual plastic, residual rubber, petroleum coke, fuel, and you'll see here there's two icons. That's because, let's say we pick this recipe and the autosave lets me pick it. We're gonna turn 30 crude oil a minute into 20 plastic and 10 heavy oil residue. So I'm gonna do a quick demo of this process. So we're just bringing oil in here. Let's put our power here. And then I'm going to show you what happens and sort of the struggles with these refineries. We want to make plastic. That's on the list of things we need. We need to make plastic, okay? So we're pulling in this crude oil. Technically, we're pulling in like, I wonder, are you getting it? See, maybe it's not getting head lift. Look at that. It ain't working. We didn't get it. That's funny, though, that we did get some. Let's drop a pizzump on this. I think... I was just there. I was just there. All right, pump. I believe I can just put it here, and then bada bing, bada boom. And then watch. It's just going to open up. I don't know if I've discussed this with you, but these determine the flow rates. It just at a glance, so we get to see that there's oil. The wider these lines are, the thicker, the more full of oil it is. And how far open these go is how fast it's filling or unfilling and stuff like that. Anyway, let's look. We are making plastic. It's fantastic. Look at this. 12 plastic. We are a lot of the milestones for plastic. Or the milestones in 5 and 6 require plastic, so it's super important. You know, while this is working a bit, I'm gonna go ahead and maybe get my other stuff set up. So I know I'm needing some refineries here. I think I need 9. And I mean, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then that first one is 9. And then we're gonna drop our splitters here. Where, you know, I'd be curious to know if some of y'all manifold this, or if some of y'all load balance this. I don't really think you, I don't think I've ever heard of anybody trying to load balance pipes. That seems like it wouldn't work. Because they're kind of, I don't know. Pipes are just a little bit of a different beast. Now, because we're not going to be inputting anything into the conveyor slot of these refineries, I do not need to leave gaps for belts to be there. Normally, I'd back this pipe up like right around here so I can get a conveyor lift or something in there. We do not need to do that because we're going to be using this exact recipe that we're using in this one. In fact, let's select it. You can also copy this, right? And I think you can go up and hit Control V and automatically put those recipes in. Of course, I say that and that it doesn't do it. Let's see, plastic. Now, there's a residual plastic one here, and you think, why not use this? But we have no way of making polymer resin right now. It would take some water and poly resin to make plastic, right? We have no way of making polymer resin. You can make polymer resin by turning with some of this, but we don't have anything to put fuel in. We wouldn't have anywhere to store the fuel. So we're gonna just stick with the plastic for now. And we're gonna do the same thing on that other node, but we're gonna do it with rubber. Rubber and plastic are extremely similar to each other, and they have a lot of similar recipes. Like I said, this is going to be a very temporary build, so I am not stressing about how it looks. We just are trying to get things powered. We want things going. Alright, that is all that. So let's see if I get to illustrate the problem that we get to have. Do I not have oil? Why don't I have oil, game? Why? How am I not getting oil? You know, gosh, man, Liquid in this game. I'm sick of you, Liquid. Gosh, how did I mess that up? What did I do wrong? Maybe I'm just working too fast. This stuff is ridiculous. Let's go. Going up. We'll just put you super low, man. Super low. And please, please pump up the jam. Pump it up. See, it's working now. I wonder if if for whatever reason this just detected too much. I'm like trying to illustrate something for all the apprentices out here, and you're just being slow. By the way, I just shaved all of the landscape off of this area. As I was sitting on my hands, I just had the urge to just destroy something beautiful, and this is what I did. So this is different though, right? So I can't do the same setup. We're gonna be making heavy oil residue and plastic. So I have to have an output for a pipe and a conveyor lift. I say a conveyor lift. This is the way I normally do it. When I'm doing stuff kind of quick, I say like that's probably close. Let's just do a quick little test, right? This is kind of what it'll look like, and this is the plan. I would just do something like that, boom, right? And then you just do another one here, bap beep bop boom. See that? And now we will split it all. I bet I could just do, so I don't have to do. Let's see. So I don't have to make so many stinking lifts. Let's just do this. No, that's right, I can't do that. My instinct was correct the first time. Let's go here. Here. And we're just gonna be doing this number. the guidelines is how I'm using, is what I'm using to sort of determine how if I'm putting them in the right place. And I encourage you all to use them as well. Whale. If you haven't been able to tell, I got a teensy tiny bit of a southern accent. It slips out here and there. Let's see. All right, and then let's see if I get to illustrate this problem. Ha! Perfect. Okay. Let's get under the ladders. Okay, there's a lot of space in that machine. All right, cool. This is the problem. We are making byproducts now. So I can't just stick a conveyor on the end of this. I have to find some way to get rid of the heavy oil residue. Once you hit 50 in here, it stops making plastic. This is full. There's no way for me to sink this either. Our sinks do not have a fluid input. So we have to find a way to get rid of heavy oil residue. We have to. So this is the problem we will be dealing with, and you will be dealing with when it comes to these refineries. If there's one output, you're good. You just have one output. Nothing should back up. You'll have two inputs. It'll be like an assembler, really. It's not that bad. But when you get two outputs like this, one is considered... You have to get rid of both of these out of the machine. So I couldn't even just put this in some sort of... Here's one way you can do it temporarily, right? Let's grab a fluid buffer, right? Let's say I get a fluid buffer. And I'm gonna throw all the heavy oil residue in here. And then you could theoretically keep going here, right? We could theoretically grab all this and just flush it. Every time it gets full, you flush it. But that's obviously not sustainable. This is your sort of temporary way of dealing with it. But I'm going to show you how we will deal with it. All right. So let's continue on with our build here. Do I want to go ahead? Let's start. Oh, I'm getting a doorbell. Everybody pause. All right. I was super nice. My wife and kids brought me some Chick-fil-A. So I'm gonna do the rest of the episode talking like this with food in my mouth. I'm just kidding. All right. Where was I? Oh yeah, let's get our... We're gonna start this build for real. All right, so now all of our oil refineries should be getting... Let's get this powered up. I'm gonna give you another sort of warning to the refineries. Check out this. This is the biggest power draw of any machine we've had yet. That's nearly double the assembler. It's pretty hefty. Actually, I think the water extractor does 20, so that's another big one. But this takes a ton of power. So we're gonna be watching our power grid here with a close eye. Get out of there. All right, let's see. So let's start. I've already turned everything on. Let's just start doing this mess. So let's take this. Here's the question too. I didn't even look. Okay, cool. We're gonna get 10 per minute, and we have 9 refineries here, so that's going to be 90 per minute, and then it's going to be 180 plastic a minute. So we will have the throughput on our belts and pipes necessary for this setup, because we're going to be merging everything. I don't really need to do this here. This is a cool trick too. We're gonna use mergers here. I wonder, are you gonna give me some sweet lines here? All right, 1, 2, 3 gets you straight up. Okay, I think we're gonna go, let's go this direction. So yeah, if you go 3 up, you'll get a straight line here. And we're gonna merge all these. We're gonna merge all these. 1, 2. 3, did I get it right? I didn't. Some of these lines I feel like are just a little bit not true. Like they're being deceitful, these lines. Alright, merge going that way. We only need a Mark 1 belt on these things because as they come out of the machine, they're only coming out at 20 a minute, right? So we're never going to exceed the throughput out of the machine of a 60 belt, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm pretty sure I'm getting all these directions right. Luckily, we only have to do this 9 times. And then, so yeah, we're gonna merge all these onto one line, and I'm gonna show you. So plastic, we need plastic. So it's not. We're out here trying to get plastic. So this is sort of the goal. We're not trying to get rid of a byproduct here. We are here for the plastic. So we gotta save that stuff. We're gonna be throwing it into some bins. It's gonna be great. Let's go ahead and start this mess. I encourage you to, I like to have separate hotbar setups too. I have a hotbar setup for hypertubes, for pipes, for, I used to have some for belts too, but that got way easier. So, let's look real quick. We have 9 refineries making 20, so I need to have a belt capable of handling 180 per minute, so that's just going to be a Mark III belt. So let's get our Mark III out. Connect all these bad boys up. And then let's come out of here. We got to make this a Mark III too. We're going to merge it here because, I mean, it don't matter. We're gonna go out the. Oh, you did it to me. You did me dirty. There's that line I needed. All right, I think that's good. Okay, this can be a 1. This has to be a 3, and then this is what we're gonna do. Let's grab. We're just gonna get like maybe 3 industrial containers here, something like that. 1, 2, 3. These need to be Mark III belts between them. And then we'll do the 1, 2 off. There we go. Good old right angle. I better get rid of these little things, by the way. I'll explain why. So now we're getting rid of our plastic, but we are not getting rid of our residual, of our heavy oil residue. So if you were paying attention, class, there's a recipe in here for petroleum coke. This is what you should think about. As soon as you realize you have to get rid of heavy oil residue, you need to find stuff that takes heavy oil residue. And that's fuel, and that's petroleum coke. Now, fuel is super important, and we will definitely be working with some fuel. But at the moment, I do not have any way of keeping fuel. I don't need it. So we're not going to use fuel, and coke is something cool because we can sink it. So we're going to sink it. Let's get, how many do I need? I believe, I need 2.125 refineries for the Coca-Cola. And let's look at this recipe more closely. So we're gonna have one of these at, I believe it's 0.25%. That is way too low. It's 25%. It's only gonna do 30, it's only gonna take 30 a minute. This is gonna take 40, which is 70. I can do math. And then it takes 40, 40, I did that totally wrong. We need to get rid of, alright, it doesn't matter too much. Let's, I was gonna like try to have that underclocked really nicely, but now we're just not gonna do it because I'm ashamed at my math. So let's just. So now let's show this. All right, heavy oil. You go in here, and we're just gonna drop. We're just gonna drop a couple lines like this. Why not? You go here, and these. The autosaves, come on, man. There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna get... Let's power this up, by the way. Oh, I did not connect all of this. Come on. Alright, and then we're gonna drop a power line here. And then we're gonna drop a power line there. Good. Alright, now. So, let me double check this. We're gonna be getting 10, so 90. So, we were right. Kind of. We're gonna take 40. This is 40. And then a quarter of this is 10, which is 90. So, and it's gonna make 30 coke a minute. So 120, so we're gonna have 270 coke coming out. That's super convenient because that's how much we are gonna sink. So let's go ahead and get our sinks set up. And let's just make this nice and neat, right? Boom. That's why, you know, these lines, they're like picking up. Ah, you did it to me again. They're picking up like the center of the machine. I hate you lines. Be kinder to me, please. All right. They're like saying, oh yeah, you're in the center of the machine. All right, so the lines coming out of here have to be Mark II belts because, they have to be Mark II belts because they were producing 120 petroleum coke a minute out of them. And the belt that conveys them all has to be. All right, cool. Now we're sinking some petroleum coke. So we have done this. We have gotten it so we are making. We are collecting plastic from oil, and we're dumping our petroleum. Woo! We're dumping our petroleum coke. Dumping our heavy oil residue into petroleum coke. Super nice, simple. I'm gonna delete this and this now. Those were just for an example. And that's all we're gonna do with this node, right? I believe we have plenty of room here. We only have 9. Oh, I say plenty. We have room for another refinery here, but we're not gonna do that because I don't have the belt space for another sink. So let's get this one started. I wanted to mention to you too, I have been getting rid of the supports under my belts, and I have a specific reason for doing so, and I wanted to let you know why. I think it's an interesting problem, and that's why I kind of wanted to talk about it. Oh, I don't want to put that up there. Now, I can't remember the actual terminology, but this game, I guess it has some. I am very much not super informed into the technology of this game, so I could just be dead wrong and have no clue what I'm talking about. But this game has a limit to the amount of objects in it. There's actually a limit to the amount of buildables you can build out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. I knew it! I knew I was gonna forget something. Let's see. I gotta cut. Here we go. I'm cutting. Bye-bye. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I ran out of copper sheets, and I should know better. But what was I telling you about? Oh yeah, the weird sort of. Now this is not a problem, everybody. You really need to worry about, and really I don't need to worry about it. But there is a limit. I don't remember the name of this thing, but there is a limit to the amount of sort of objects in the world, and that counts for things like conveyor belts. That counts for things like pipes. It counts for things like foundations and little supports and stuff like that. And to be fair, it's a gigantic number, and the people at Coffee Stain have talked about this, and they basically have said that most people are not getting to this number in their world. They said there's some people that like make these super mega worlds that end up hitting this limit really easy, and it becomes a problem. By the way, here is our recipe for rubber and heavy oil residue. The difference between this and plastic is heavy oil residue is 10 a minute instead of 20, because in the plastic recipe it's 20 and 10. So we're getting double the heavy oil residue from this. So there's that. Anyway, like I said, there's this what's it called? There's this thing where a limit in the coding or whatever of the game. Essentially meaning that if you make too many objects, your world starts having these really sort of problematic bugs and glitches. And so, and it's a hard limit. I say it's a hard limit. I've never gotten to the limit, but anyway, I have an unnatural, I say an unjustified fear of that happening to me. And so where I can, I try to limit the amount of objects. So if I like, I need to go back into my space elevator factory and take out a bunch of like weird foundations and stuff that I put in that that are not going to that are not seen, because I'm having a little bit of like OCD that it's gonna be a problem later for the item count, and that might not be the case. But you'll see me sort of like it. I do that for conveyor belt things because I want to be, you know, I'm just being careful. I know it looks bad in some places, but it doesn't look so bad. I get the feeling that that becomes a lot of objects for the game to deal with. So I always get rid of them. So yeah, that's what I do. Like I said, Coffee Stain has talked about it. If you are curious about it, you should go to their YouTube channel, because they do Q&As, and they talk about it in Q&As a decent amount too. It seems I am not the only one with this irrational fear. So now we gotta get, and I didn't really explain here the methodology or why I'm getting these parts. These are the two sort of foundational parts in our progression through our tiers, our milestones. We need rubber and we need plastic. It's basically you know how in tiers 4 and 5 we needed a bunch of steel parts, and so I had to set up some temporary steel stuff. Yeah, this is that. It's just that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Do I wanna? I'm gonna bring it back that way probably. So why not? Let's do this. We're gonna go that away. 2, 3, and then let's do. I'll deal with that one later. Let's get my belts out. Similar situation. Our rubber does not accumulate faster than 60, so we get to put the belts out of it at Mark 1 belts. Yeah, I mentioned this before. I don't necessarily. I like. You know, there's something to be said about using the same grade belt throughout the entire factory, and I agree. It actually looks way better, in my opinion, to do that. But I like, it tells me, I like the information it gives me when I look at it, right? I look at a belt, and it tells me, and I can look, and I can see how much, it helps me discern how much is going in and out of a particular machine just by seeing it. Whereas if you put the fastest belt on everything, you don't always get that information. It's harder to tell if something is moving 60 a minute or if it's moving, say, 120 a minute. Did that? I gotta tell you guys, these guidelines, they're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. All right. Hey, y'all wanted some live building. That's what you're getting. Live building. All right. Let's get our belts in so our pants are secure. Let's grab a lift here. We're just gonna do this sucker here. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, so close. All right. Now, I feel like this stuff should be at least powered. Oh, did I not? There we go. All right. So, and what's this again? It's 20 per, so we just need a Mark III belt. And we're gonna need double the refineries for the petroleum coke because we're getting double the residual, I'm sorry, double the heavy oil residue. Let's grab this. We're just gonna take this straight out of here. Boom. 2, 3. And I like to make a ton of containers just cause. I don't need a reason. This is my factory. I can do what I want. Let's get rid of our heavy oil residue. We'll need double the refineries, but really we just need to double the 100% ones, and we're doubling that 25% one to 50, so we'll need 5 total. Let's grab this. I put a little light thing here so it's a little bit easier to see for y'all. Did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. I didn't even have to count. I just knew. I had built 5. Let's see. You can get pretty close to these things. I like doing this jump from on top because I get that line. It makes it easier to see. When we get... There's better factory traversal options later in the game. Man, my voice is giving out on me already. We are not even done with this first tier milestone. Come on, boys. All right. Let's see. Yep. Fill her up. Fill her up. All right. Let's grab. We're gonna do some janky wiring. Oh, perfect. Yes, right on top of the pipe. I'll do another. Did I do that? Come on, man. Did that right? Are you powered? Oh, I need to do petroleum coke. Alright, petroleum coke. So this one is the one, it's dead in the middle, so I'm going to put this one at 50. Petroleum coke and petroleum coke. And then what we'll do is we're going to have a sink out on the side here. And then okay, light thing. We no longer need you. It is daytime. So we're going to use mergers here. And you're going to go out that way. And then here, we're going to use a splitter, right? Theoretically, that's producing 270 coal, petroleum coke a minute, right? So, if we doubled the heavy oil residue, we're technically producing double the petroleum coke here. So, we have to split it in half. So this middle one, we can just split it in half this way. And we should not overload our belts. So now there's 120 for 240, and then this is making 60, so half is going out this way, making 270 on one side, and then half is going this way, making 270 on this side. It's like it was planned this way. It's like there's where no power. I powered you guys. Oh, I did not. Get to work. All right. Okay, cool. Oh, who put plastic on this line? Who did it? It's supposed to be rubber. Rubber. That shouldn't... Oh, man. I really messed this one up, didn't I? Come on. Oh, come on. Rubber. I thought y'all were working the whole time. Whatever. That's fine. It's fine. I didn't have... Did I have even one working on rubber? Nope. Nope. I didn't do it. Alright. So, for our next milestone, we need 200. I told you guys, I have prepared. I am prepared for this. We need... Oh, I need to... That was a close one. Let's get y'all here. Yep, that one's not set up. We're gonna do one of these. Put that there. Put this there. Alright. There we go. Getting rid of the coal. Now, I'm gonna give y'all a secondary option here. I am sinking this petroleum coke. You know what else you can do with this petroleum coke? You can funnel this petroleum coke into coal generators and make power. How cool is that? I have done so. But this is super temporary, and I don't necessarily want to have it included. Man, we are getting close. We will definitely be close. I'm gonna have to turn the lights out in the space elevator factory. Technically, I can just turn off the power to the space elevator factory as a whole. It's not too important at the moment. I also turned back on my quartz production and my quick wire production, which can turn off as well. So there we go. All right, we're going back. So we are gonna head back. We are gonna do our next tier unlock. What is it? I think we'll see. We'll just see when we get there. Bye. We're back. And we are going to do our next unlock. Let's check it out. Industrial manufacturing. Excuse me. I'm gonna grab some more motors and then 1,000 cable. Hello. Do I have enough? I definitely have enough cables. I have been a studious employee and just letting my factory run. Let's see. Oh, yeah, let's select it. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Alright. Tell me about it, Ada.
Milestone reached. The manufacturer increases production complexity. A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration. The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise. New project parts enable progress to the next phase.
Yeah, that's a pretty big upgrade. Just about everything here is pretty crucial. Manufacturer. Can I show you a manufacturer? 10 and 50. I do have some here. 10 and 50. Let's grab, what was it, 50 motors? Let's clear this list. I'm gonna make one of these. And I'll show you the truck. And, oh wait, I'm not gonna show you the truck. I do not have computers yet. Let's grab some more cables because I dumped the last bunch of them into... actually, I don't need that many though. Okay. Let's show you... Actually, I will go back. We're gonna run back. I'm gonna start a hard drive. Because since we did this industrial manufacturing, we will have access to some new hard drive alternate recipes. Is there anything else? We're gonna bring some production out here. I think I have enough for everything. I think we're okay. Yeah, let's go back. Back through the tube. Yeah, that so that tiered unlock, it unlocks the manufacturer, it unlocks a truck, which is a new vehicle that's used in transportation. We haven't gotten into vehicles too much, but we actually will fairly soon. We also unlocked computers, and that is a part that is made in a manufacturer, and it's extremely important. Then we also unlock 2 space elevator parts, both of which have to be constructed in a manufacturer. So manufacturers are going to be the bane of my existence in a bit here, but they're part of the progression. And in fact, I actually love manufacturers. They're pretty cool. I think they look really neat. If you've ever seen some of the really early builds of the game, the manufacturers just looked awful. They were like just this sort of like plastic box. But I'm gonna show you the manufacturer, and we're gonna show you. I'm probably going to the manufacturing case. So I'm also gonna set up something here. If you have been paying attention, if you look below this hypertube, I'm dragging out a bunch of Caterium. There's a Caterium node right there. And I've grabbed a bunch. I've grabbed a miner, and I have a belt here. And I've been waiting because the manufacturer has some important recipes. And one of the reasons, well, let's look at the manufacturer. Hello, this thing looks amazing. And you'll notice 1, 2, 3, 4 inputs. 4. I mean, this is a monster. It takes 55 megawatts to run. This thing is huge. Luckily, just about all the parts that you make out of this, you don't need a ton of. I mean, you do need a ton of computers and heavy modular frames. I thought, let me look. We're gonna have a temp ma'am here. Pretty sure. So I'm gonna do this because I need to make high-speed connectors. Yeah, you'll notice basically if it requires 4 parts, or some of these, I think one of these requires 3 parts. Yeah. So if it requires 3 to 4 parts, you have to make it in a manufacturer. Heavy modular frames we're going to be making a temporary factory for these because you end up needing a ton of them. And here on this parking lot, we are going to be making computers and eventually crystal oscillators on this platform. Temporary, setup, style. So that is the manufacturer, and those are the parts actually too. We got computer, and these two things. Let's see, computer. So I'm gonna set up. I've been talking about the MAM and the hard drives. I'm gonna dig for. I got 7 more hard drives. I'm gonna dig for a couple recipes. I know I want. But I want to try to avoid some of the problems here. Is I don't want to have to pull a bunch of materials out of my starter factory for this temp setup. I can if I need to. I just don't want to have to. So I'm going to try to get some recipes here, some alt recipes, and make a setup for computers. And circuit boards. I didn't show y'all circuit boards. I guess let's build a quick assembler. Where are you, circuit boards? Yes. No, them. So I need to make circuit boards. They take plastic and copper sheets. And the thing is I don't want to try to drag a bunch of copper sheets over here. So we're going to try to find a different recipe for that. Oh yeah, I never got to make these fireworks. I really need to do that. Oh, you can make them automatically too? That's perfect. Let's look to, I wanted to see if I had, there's a Caterium recipe here. Nope. Nope. So I have to get that one too. Yeah, we're looking for 3 Caterium recipes. And so we have a little bit of time. Let me start this, so the recipes I'm gonna look for require quick wire. And as you've seen, you haven't seen me live build a quick wire setup right here, but I'm gonna show it to you real quick. It's extremely simple because quick wire Caterium. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk. Caterium only makes quick wire. That's it. You can get some alt recipes to have it make something else, like wire or something. But Caterium ingots only make quick wire, and unlike the rest of the ingots, they actually it takes a lot more ore to per ingot. That the ratio of ore to ingot is high, so or low. You're getting 1 for every 3. Is that right? I can't remember. Or I think my math might be a little bit off there. But we're gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you for counting with me. All right. And all of these are going to be Caterium. Let's just do this now. And like I said, let's check this power grid because I definitely didn't. We're definitely getting close. I am very not stressed about power though. I have a ton of batteries set up, so worst case, I just have to go run to a factory and turn off. You know, if you just turn the sinks off, they just fill and then stop running, and that's kind of what I might do at the home base. We'll see. We'll see. I definitely don't need my space elevator factory working right now. So let's get our smelt on. Believe I have 270 coming on that belt. It takes 45 per, so I get to put Mark 1 belts here, but I gotta do a Mark 3 belt on the rest of it. Oh. Smelting setups are super easy. And I'm not load balancing this because of, you know, this is super temporary. I just need to get this stuff smelted. I need some quick wire. Let's drag. We're gonna do 1, 2. I mean, I don't even need. All of this is getting deleted, so I don't know why I am stressing. All right. Okay. Now we're not splitting them. We're gonna merge them all onto one line. And if I remember right, it's there you go. I wonder if control helps now with this. We gotta merge them all into one belt and then get them going into a bunch of constructors. And like I said, so there's what, 11 of these, and they're gonna make 165, I believe. Autosave. But yeah, we got a lot of recipes that we're gonna be trying to get that use quick wire. Mostly because, and I want to use quick wire because I mean it's really close, and I didn't want to stress out about getting. I really don't think. No, I do need this. I do need Mark III belts on this. The KTM was just too close to shake my, to say I don't really want it. How many constructors? Yay! My MAM is complete. Excuse me. Where are you at? Perfect! We got one! Oh, we got two really good. Okay. So this is a really good recipe here. Let me tell you. I definitely need that recipe. In fact, it's way better. It's probably one of the best recipes. But I need to get my production started here for our plastic parts, and I want this. So we're gonna do that. Fantastic, wow. Nailed it the first try. 10 more minutes, let's go. I'm feeling it, guys, I'm feeling it. We are gonna get every single recipe we want. So let's look at we're gonna do a little bit of mass here live. We need quick wire. How many quick wire will we make? So it is 12. I see. So right now it's in, and we have 11 smelters, and they make 15 each. So that's 165, and 165 divided by 12 is 13.75. And I believe this is 12. That's 11. Yep. I did everything right. Okay. So we need constructors now. Let's just start them over this way because they're a bit on the... I think they're like one foundation wide. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. What was that number again? There you go. 13.7. So I need 14. So that's 4. Let's do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. And we're gonna do, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just gonna take this here. We're gonna do a split here. It really doesn't matter. And then we'll start splitting this way. We're just trying to get the Caterium ingots to all of our constructors. No big deal. Alright, here we go. And it's 165, but again, we're only consuming per machine, I think, 12. So you do not need Mark III belts from the splitter to the constructor. So there's no sense of doing that. But along the main line of splitting, we definitely need a Mark III because there's 165 parts coming through on it, which exceeds the limit of our Mark II belt. Man, my voice is shot. It's gonna be so shot after today. I was like, hey, my voice is not healed yet or starting to heal. I should do a bunch of recording. I wanted to get to this oil stuff. I love the oil and the oil progression here, and I just could not say no. And then what we'll do, I think we're gonna leave this here. Let's go ahead and get because I don't want these running at the moment. I don't need these running. They're gonna be making quick wire. I'm definitely busting a stinking power my power grid doing this. Oh, I should have done the oh wait, I don't need to worry about that. I'm not using an alternate recipe for the high-speed connector. I'm gonna use the main recipe for that, so I do not need to worry about that. Let's do this. So this is all quick wire. Cool, we'll power these suckers up. Mostly just like do 2 at a time, right? So I hope y'all's holidays have been good. Mine was, could have been way better. My family got sick, so that put a little bit of a damper on a lot of our plans. But otherwise, it has been delightful. The kids really enjoyed it, and can't ask for more than that, right? Though, as a kid, it's hard to not enjoy Christmas. I mean, if you don't enjoy Christmas as a kid, I feel like you're spoiled. Let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, it's deciding to turn on. That's fine. Whatever. I'm actually gonna take that. Yeah. I'll be back. Alright, we're back. Let's see if so yeah, we're not going to stress out too much about this. I just wanted to get it set up. Let's take a look. Did we get... Okay, let's grab... Did not get that done yet, but we need to get some more plastic and rubber for the next milestones, and then we're done. We don't have much. I'm going to show you a couple of the parts we're gonna get. In hindsight, I do not need this many containers, but here we are. 200, and then here, let's grab that. We are gonna run back to the hub and do our next unlock. One of these is red, which means I did not select a recipe, or I did not power it. Let's see. Did not select a recipe. Okay. We're gonna go back. I'll be back with you in a sec. Alright, we're back. Let's take a look-see. Let me do the double check. I am recording. We're gonna double check. See if we can get this unlocked. It is starting to storm here. I need to get, let's get some of these parts. I do this. Let's do this. That was a lot of lightning that just happened there. Grab this. Just gonna do it again. Oh, the meme's ready. Alright.
Milestone reached. Fluids can now be packaged to allow for transportation via vehicle and conveyor belts. Additionally, highly improved biofuel can now be produced.
Fantastic. Okay. Hey, this was nice. I don't need any of these, but I love this one. Extra 6 inventory slots? Gimme, gimme. Let's go ahead. I want to do this real quick. Get me a high-speed connector, please. And then we're going to go back to this. Let's take a look at the packager. That is what we unlocked. We're going to take a quick look-see at the packager, and then I'm going to step away for a second and make sure that this storm is not that bad. So this is what you could do with that fuel. The only other way to store the fuel is to use a fluid buffer, and so with this we will be able to turn that fuel into packaged fuel. But you have to make an empty container, which you can do with plastic in a constructor. It's right there. So we'll probably be making some of those, but at the moment, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to step away for a sec, and I'm going to come back in 10 minutes and check out the next hard drive, and then do the next upgrade. Let me double check, too, that we talked about everything. Yeah. Oh, we got a bigger fluid buffer. Cool. This is huge. The other one is like 400, and this is 2400 or something. That's huge. And we get, this is the most efficient form of biofuel. We're going to be making some of this. And then we get the packager. And this is all, like, you can package all these liquids so they're easier to move. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We're going to look at this gas mask in a second. Let me grab, I am very prepared. We're going to wait a sec, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. Alright, let's jump back in here. We are nearly done with this episode, and don't think I wanted this one. Oh, but I did want this one. Hello. Caterium wire. It's not really a good recipe, but it's going to be good in this situation. And I'm going to wait, and we're going to do another one, because there's still one more. Wow, that is 3 decent hard drives in a row. We are nailing it. Let's check out. So we did check this out kind of briefly. We are going to use this. I just don't know if we're going to use it in our temporary oil setup at the moment. So we'll probably leave that alone. Let's check out the gas mask. Ba, ba, ba. This will be the last tier 5 milestone. Tell me what it is, Ada.
Milestone reached. Gas masks and filter parts will ensure increased odds of survival in gas-based hazardous environments. FICSIT Incorporated would like to extend the friendly advice to not forget to change filters regularly.
Very cool. A gas mask is a piece of equipment, and you put it on your... I'm going to show you the problem with it, though. So let's make a gas mask. There's the gas filter. Oh no, we don't have enough plastic. I won't show it to you. But what it is it's an equipment part, and you put it on your face, but you have to put it in this slot. And so it limits its usefulness, because if you're in gas, you're gonna want stuff like, you're gonna want other things in your body slot. So, and you only got one body slot, and you have to put it in that slot. So it's kind of a bummer. It also requires that you make, and this is what it takes to build it, it also requires gas mask filters, which take coal. Which is kind of a weird thing, but I mean, we can totally get, I mean, we got a ton of coal, no big deal. And then rubber and fabric. So, really cool. We will definitely at least build it and keep it somewhere. I just don't know if we're definitely not running around with a gas mask too often. It's only useful if you're out exploring and you know there's gas somewhere. So let's take a quick peeky poo at the next milestones. Here we're at tier 5. We've completed every single one. So, and that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to get into these tier 6 milestones. We're going to, not only are we going to get into the tier 6 milestones, we are going to get our temporary oil setup all up and going. We got to make some, we're going to make some assemblers and manufacturers. We're going to make computers. We're going to make circuit boards. There's stuff out there we're going to be making, and it's exciting stuff. I'm going to show you all those milestones in the next episode. So I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. It has been a long time coming. Let me give you I'm going to tell you, I'm going to dig through these hard drives, probably off camera, so y'all don't have to watch me get them, and I'm going to get the hard drive, the recipes I need. I just might not do that in the episode, because next episode is going to be similar to this, where you're running around with me. I'm not going to do a ton of cuts and jump cuts into full builds and stuff like that. We're going to go through this stuff manually together, and it's going to be fun. So I'll handle the MAM hard drive stuff off camera, and that way you don't have to watch me staring at the MAM. And if I need to, I'm going to go get more hard drives, so we'll see. But that'll be it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Please, if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. It helps the channel a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. Well, that's it. It's over. Bye.